Hi everyone, welcome back to the craft room. I have this die that I've not used. I bought it from Vinted. I think it was Craig Laird, who I think is a TV guy, because I recognise the name. But I bought a polar bear pink ink stamp from him, and this was in the bundle. It was 2 stamps, a stamp and a die, and I've just realised why it was in there, because it's Craft Dice by Kathy Shuttleworth, who does the pink ink, and I never knew that she did design dies for Creative Expressions. So there you go, you learn something new every day. I haven't used this because I can't work out in my head what it's going to look like, or where I'm going to, how I'm going to, I don't know. I just can't get my head around it. So I know it's a, it's a partial over the edgy type thing, but I don't know how it's going to look on a card. I don't know how I'm going to get it out of the packet at the minute. Finally managed to get it out. You're covered in curtain, you idiot. Good boy. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut it in white and see what it looks like, because I might just do another white on white card. So I don't know. Let's just go for it just there. I'm going to cut down here and up here. Okay, I am going to cut this down a little bit. So just cut it off there for a minute. Straighten up these. So let's see what this. Oh, looks quite nice with black behind it, doesn't it? It might just be a quick black and white card. Right, let's get a decent bit of black. Yeah, I'm going to stick that down. I've made the decision. Do I want anything top and bottom? No. I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. So we've got a bit of black showing up there that I don't want. Let's just do a card base. And just as a recap, I do it a piece of UK A4 at 5 5/8. Let me get it right. And that folded in half gives me the biggest square I can get out of a piece of UK A4. And then I chop it off at 5 5/8. No, 5 7/8. Don't take any notice of what I'm saying. This is a smidge smaller, so that's going to go on there. I think we'll super up with some dots. So I'll do some black dots and some white dots with this dye. I know a few of you knew that I'd taken Rabbit to the vets and were asking after him. I mean, if you're not interested in this, just fast forward, mute it while I burble on about the dog. But yeah, a few of you asked after him and said, I hope he's okay. And I didn't sort of respond to any of those, I don't think, because I wasn't really sure what was going on with him. We were out. He didn't want to go. It's very unusual for him, but he didn't really want to. He sort of walked around there okay, but then he didn't want to stay on the field. Luckily, I had the pushchair, and he got in there, and he was looking very sorry for himself. So I don't know. I thought he'd just hurt himself on the way round or something. I hadn't noticed, although I do keep a good eye on the boys all the time. Anyway, it went on for a couple of days. He would walk around there fine. He'd get to the field and then be reluctant to do anything more, and wanted to get back in. Wanted to get in the pushchair, which I take for badge really, but Robert was using it. So after like the third day of that going on, I took him to the vets, and with a sort of, I wasn't that impressed really. It was a sort of cursory going over, and because Rabbit is of an age, so he's 10 in March, so he's 9. They said arthritis, dogs get it. He needs to be on painkillers for the rest of his life. Well, I'm not that person that just, okay, we'll just bung this poor dog on painkillers. He's going to have blood tests every 6 months to check it's not wrecking his liver and kidneys. And I thought, well, I can't, I mean, I'm no vet, I know that, but you know your own dog, and I couldn't see that he would, the way he was presenting, that he would suddenly get pain from arthritis that quickly. There's no sort of downward spiral. If he'd been getting worse and worse over, a few weeks even, I would expect it to be months. So I said, no, I won't be putting him on that for the rest of his life until we can work out what it actually is. But the vet wasn't very happy with me, I don't think. So I said, well, I'll take some painkillers. And he said, well, bring him back for the first blood test in 2 weeks, and I'll do a repeat prescription for you. And so he wasn't really listening to what I was saying, but sometimes they don't. And so I left with some painkillers for him, and I put him on the painkillers, and he didn't seem to be in pain as far as his body was concerned, but his tummy, he was doing lots of stretching as if his tummy was really hurting. So I thought, well, that could well be those painkillers giving him a stomach ache. I know they give Badger stomach ache. Badger gets projectile vomiting. It's like The Exorcist. Sorry if that's too much information. But seriously, it's like The Exorcist here when he was having his painkillers for his leg surgery. So I decided to take him off the painkillers because his stomach was getting so bad. It was really gurgling. He was doing stretching. He was getting sadder by the day. So I took him off the painkillers and I bought some. What did I buy for him? I bought some salmon oil for his joints. I bought some prebiotic, probiotic for his tummy. Some turmeric, which is for all round, I think, all round health. I got him some, did some bone broth for him, so he was getting some calcium and stuff. And Roger obviously went on some of this stuff as well. He didn't have the probiotics, his tummy's fine, but he's got the salmon oil for his joints. So I've been doing that for a little while, and Rabbit is like a different dog. So he's not showing any signs of pain. Tummy seems fine. Everything is good. I mean, they've always been on raw food anyway, the boys, so they have their raw food with these little supplements on top. The probiotic powder is a special formula for him. You put on the website, you put on what ailments your dog has or what difficulties he's having, and they make up the powder to suit. So that is an update on Rabbit. He is doing incredibly well. I mean, today, first time ever, he managed to. I mean, I still ferry him to the field, and if he needs a ride back, he has a ride back. But that's just because he's getting older anyway. But ferried him around there. They were running. The pair of them were running around like crazy. And they both managed to walk home. And yeah, so he is 100 times better, I would say. So he's not on permanent painkillers, and he's not going to have to be left there to have a blood test, which mentally just wrecks him anyway. He suffers from separation anxiety. He would hate to be left at the vets and me walk away from him. So anyway, that's it. Enough of that burbling. Thank you so much for everyone for asking, and I do apologise that I wasn't actually responding to your questions about him or your well wishes. So yeah, thank you everybody for your good wishes, but we seem to be on a good footing at the minute. Found this little happy birthday that I printed some time ago. I'll pop that there, I think. It's today's card, quick one, 28 minutes. But there wasn't much to do on it, was there? So I think that looks really effective. Over the edge. I think I've got another one, but it's dolphins, I think. I'm sure I've used that. So those that glossy accents will dry clear. And yeah, nice, easy, reasonably quick to make if you needed a card quickly. And a few dots on it. So that's it this time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Okay, bye.